Alexa, under the hairdryer.
Substance that is powerful enough to destroy pathogens. Barbershops are required by law to maintain a material safety data.
Hi guys, so we have for today, it is Wednesday, the second Wednesday or the third Wednesday of school. I've lost count, but what we're doing is with our sophomores going over our chapter 5 review. So freshman year they spend 2 weeks in it, and sophomore year I do a 1-week review, hitting those strong points, making any adjustments to any changes that need to be made by law or textbook, and then giving them their certification again for the barber. So I'm going to show you how I start the class for a lesson in general, but this particular lesson just happens to be what I'm working on now, which is chapter 5, infection control. Okay, when the student comes in, they come in and they read the board. And here is what the student expectations are. So here is what we are going to be learning for the day. This is my freshman class on this side, and on that side is my sophomore class. And then our teaks and such are here in the middle for each one, and then we have what they need to set up. On there says bell and the bell ringer and the binder. So they come here and then they get, sophomores are on the top, they get their binder there, and then the freshmen are on the bottom, okay? They're gonna open up their bell ringer journal. Again, I got that from Teachers Pay Teachers, from the superhero teacher, and she is awesome. All right, so here's my crazy mess, okay? This is how I organize myself. Most of the time it works, sometimes it gets crazy messy, but that's okay because I'm working. At the end of the day, I clean it up before I go home and then we're good to go. All right, so this is my junior binder. Everything I have digitally, but I like to hold the piece of paper. I like to be able to take it out and make copies. If another instructor comes in and she wants to see it, I can easily grab my binder and show it. I don't have to go flick through a million folders in my computer to show something. If I need a quick copy, take it out and go. If a student is absent, take it out, scan it, make a copy or whatnot, and then just go, okay? So I close these in both of the binders, and I have my freshman binder down here as well. So I keep both of these binders down here. So what I do is I have a little tab at my bell ringer, and so I have it open. On Friday, I will do and fill out my bell ringer for the entire week. So that way when each day comes by, it's already done. I've already reviewed it, I've already done it, I know what the assignment is, and when I walk by, I just peer and take a look to make sure what the students are responding, make sure they're on track. If I need to make a comment, I can make it without having to refer back to my page. So I leave my binder open, and I can put and take out my page as necessary. So today was Wednesday, so we went over the fixed mindset definition yesterday, and today we had to determine what is the importance of having a growth mindset, and why is having a fixed mindset a hindrance. So they can relate that to life or cosmetology or career, anything in their particular mind at that moment. Family, it's all good. So then that's Wednesday. I walk around and give announcements or hand out papers as they're doing that. I also take attendance, so they're not just sitting there, okay? Sometimes we have set up for a lab or prepare for something, and so we won't have the bell ringer. It's like a quick start. We'll just go, okay guys, no journal today, set up your station. It just kind of depends on what we're working on. So while the students are working on their bell ringer, I then am passing things out. All right, so sometimes I will lay things out on this back counter or on that front counter. If they're papers that I'm gonna pass out, I will go ahead and lay them on my table. Sometimes I'll lay them out and just say, pick one up as you come in and have a seat. Kind of depends on the day and what we have going. If I'm busy getting with a student that's been absent, I'll lay the papers out on the counter. That way the students grab them. Sometimes if I have time, I'll just go ahead and put it on their tables, depending on if it's a group assignment or whatnot. Usually I like to pass things out. Gives me time in a second to go around while they're doing their bell ringers, and so that way I can kind of see and read some of the things that they're entering into their binders. So I'll start on one end and work my way around. So on this side I have, for example today, birthdays. I print that from Word document. I have the students fill out their birthday on the month and the day, and if they don't celebrate, I have them write it down to the side just to make sure that they let me know that they don't celebrate, so I respect that. So they just write it to the side margin of the page, any page. So I pass that around, that comes around. We're doing the bag about me. They're gonna get this back the second semester. We do have them decorate the front and the back, and they don't put anything in it, but at the end of the year, we write thank you notes or encouraging notes to each other, and this is the bag that they use, so they don't see this until the second semester. I hold that in a bin somewhere. I passed out a t-shirt form for the breast cancer awareness shirt that they're doing for the district this year. I passed out their community service form that I had forgotten to put in their welcome packet or their first week orientation packet, and then the first rubric for their binder check. Now they're supposed to be keeping up with their binders, predominantly to have their permit with their picture on the front pocket, and then their rule book in the back pocket, and everything else in between. The binder can also be put into and submitted into a Skills USA competition. So start it now. By the time you get to the competition season, there's just a few things you gotta tweak, but you've already done most of the work. So binder check. I did, if you can see right here, right here, I did post it on the back of the room. I did hand this out to some of the students already. I handed it out to my freshmen. I did not hand it out to my sophomores because they know the expectations already. But pretty much here, what it says, if it'll focus. So the binder check here, okay? And then these are the different things that I'll be checking for on the binder. Not everybody has their rule book yet, so I won't count off for that. And then at the bottom, you have your total grade. So I will be putting that in the grade book, and so grading this on Friday. As they're doing their test, they'll have their binder open. I'll flip through things, I'll ask them questions if I need to, and then put this in. They've already put their name and class period in, so it shouldn't go by really fast. And then as I'm walking around, I can see who's struggling with their test or who's going along fast and things of the sort. Next thing is, those are the announcements, which we always have, like, oh, don't forget this Wednesday is extended day, or we have salon day, or we have those kinds of things that take up time. Instead of them just sitting there, they're working on their bell ringer, and it's been working really great. Gets them to think too. Their answers are really good. And sometimes students don't get asked questions like that, so it's good for them to have that available. Okay. So for example, sophomores, which today we're doing our infection control review. So I went ahead and passed out this little sheet here, and it's kind of like a cheat sheet. So I'll put it here, see if it'll focus. And so pretty much it just has some mixing ratios. These I did get out of the textbook or their actual website, and kind of what they look like, mixing procedures there. Then just some information about the salon, some acronyms they need to know, and of course the decontamination methods. So this information I got out of the textbook. I just used Word document. I framed it, put little pictures in there just to make it look more interesting instead of just a random piece of paper with a bunch of words on there, because you know our kids don't take to that very well. So then I'm passing these out as we're going along. Okay. The next thing that I'm passing out to them is their packet. Now these are the material safety data sheets, because they're paper, but this is material safety data from various things. For example, the Blue Co brands, this is for the, let's see, which one is it, the barbicide concentrate. So tomorrow, we've already watched the Prezi presentation, so tomorrow what we're going to do is going to see what exactly is the material safety data information for the products, and have we been using some of these things wrong. For example, one of the things that we have been using, and we use a lot of, and let me see if I can find the front page of it, because there's like 6 different things in here. But they are the clipper side is in here, the Marvicide, the Barbicide, the Clorox, and then also too the Barbicide wipes are in here. Here you go, Barbicide wipes. So with our Barbicide wipes, a lot of the times we don't use gloves on this, and that is not good. You're supposed to, and it specifically states in here why, and you're supposed to wear gloves. So things like that, we're going to work in partners. So we'll be working with their partner they've been sitting with the entire week since the first day of school, and they're going to be highlighting and then sharing out that information, and I'm going to time them. So this is a great way to show them exactly what a material safety data sheet information is. Okay, so that is hole punch and stapled, so that goes into their binder. This I passed around the hole puncher because I forgot to hole punch it, so they can put that in their binder as well. All right, so a student just came in to get something, so I apologize for that. But so those are the things that I covered for today. That usually takes a whole 45 minutes. So tomorrow we'll come in and then we'll work on the data sheets, the material safety data, the sheets that I've printed for them. So then that way we can highlight that, go over those, and then Friday we begin polishing nails because I'd like to give them a hands-on instead of just bookwork. So we had testing yesterday, so we're a day behind, but that's okay. So polishing on Friday, they'll bring their nail polishes and then go from there. All right, so I have lunch duty now, so I'm gonna go do my lunch duty. I'm gonna take some papers with me to get taken care of, and then I will be back later. All right, so phone calls to parents made. Mailbox checked. Copies to copy room printed. Form filled out and turned in. Test revision for Friday edited. Now I just need to type it up and print it. Get copies. Skills USA new chapter applications for some of our new teachers or teachers, existing teachers that are joining Skills USA. Signature from administrator turned in. Pending. Mail checked. Crossing off the to-do list. Got to use the bathroom. Something about we teachers is that we typically don't use the bathroom during school hours because there's no time. I know that's bad, but that's typically how it goes. So we're usually like last minute running to the restroom. I have 20 minutes before my freshmen get in here. Got to set up the projector, make sure it's working. Got to check my presentation to make sure the videos are okay, so I don't have any trouble once they get in. And then super thirsty because I've been talking to new teachers and running around making sure everybody's doing good throughout that 4th period of mine. It's a 2-hour conference and lunch, and I usually try to get all the cleaning up from the last class period. I set up for the next class period, put out the name tags, take care of any emails, check on the teachers, check on the new teachers, make sure everything's okay, check mail, deliver copies, all that kind of stuff, parent phone calls, and eat lunch. So I'm gonna quickly heat up my lunch, run to the restroom, scarf my lunch down, get the projector ready, set out the name tags, bring over my copies, and teach. All right, and so we have history of cosmetology for the freshmen. We're gonna go through this PowerPoint, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give them their henna packet. We'll be working on the henna packet. Tomorrow, we're gonna be doing a lip scrub treatment that they're going to be making with berries and sugar, maybe a little bit of coconut oil. What I did have them do was take a paper, do a foldable, and 6 squares, write 6 things that stood out to them. That was their exit ticket before they were able to leave for the day. And so 5th and 6th period have gone by, they flew by. And so now I gotta clean up my mess and get ready for tomorrow. And go check on my new teachers, see how they're doing. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you can get the notifications for new videos, and we'll see you on the next one.